So your friend claimed that a grocery store, which was known for 20% of their fruit being moldy, is actually closer to 4% from their experiments, with a p-value of 5%. You do have a large following on social media who might want to know about this, and you know that you have a choice. You can either accept or reject their claim and let your followers know. But what happens if you're wrong? Well, we actually have a concept for this. Given any statistical experiment, there is always the probability that you are just wrong, and there are two types of errors you can encounter. Type 1 errors, which are also known as false positives, are when you reject the null hypothesis, but it is actually correct. So in our case, you would accept the claim that the fruit is usually 4% moldy, but in actuality it is 20%. Type 2 errors, which are also known as false negatives, are when you do not reject the null hypothesis, and it is in fact false. So in our case, you would claim that the fruit is usually 20% moldy, when in reality it is 4%, like the original claim. So which error is worse? Well, if you tell your social media following that they should buy fruit, but then they find lots of moldy fruit, it's actually 20%, not 4%, you might lose credibility with your false positive error. If you told them not to go, well, their day to day probably wouldn't change, and they might not go still because of your false negative. This might hurt the store, but it probably wouldn't do anything else. Let's say you thought about your friend's experiment and you decided to reject their claim out of fear of a type 1 error. While this is a relatively tame example with little to no consequence for getting it wrong, besides maybe losing a little credibility, it can get serious pretty fast when considering like a new cancer medication if that works, or if an email is a security threat. This is why scientists carefully review these types of errors and use p-values to help reject the null hypothesis. There's also this handy tool called an error matrix, and this can help us visualize our errors as well. There are only 4 outcomes, with 2 classifications being correct. Like and subscribe if this helped, and leave a comment down below with your thoughts.